Okay, welcome everybody to another Death Shadow League. Going to be running a very similar list through today from what I ran last time. Only change actually is one Fell the Profane at the expense of one Stupor. Thanks Mike Kenny for suggesting that in the comments on the last video. So we're fresh off the back of the Nardu ban and also Grief. This list felt really good last time, so yeah, definitely wanted to play it some more. Yeah, not much more to say really. You know, we're doing the classic Death Shadow kind of thing. We've got removal, hand disruption, and then some very cheap threats. We are still running the Mockingbird. Did have the revelation halfway through the last league that this can copy a 1-drop for just 1 mana. You don't have to pay X as 1. It's like a prismatic ending, not like the March cycle. So yeah, not too much more to say. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and a big thanks to everyone that's subscribed. We are currently sat at the point of recording at 895 subscribers, so yeah, thanks everyone that has already. If you haven't, please do consider doing so. Help me get over that milestone of 900. Really does help support the channel, and yeah, it really does mean a lot. Playing quite a lot of Modern at the moment. Got a couple of weeks before my next big tournament in the UK here, run by Axion now. We've got a 4-slot Modern RCQ on the Saturday, and then a 2-slot Pioneer one on the Sundays. I've pretty much locked in Quintorius for Pioneer, so I'm playing that a little bit on the channel as well. Modern, obviously waiting for the bans to see what would happen. Now it's kind of up in the air. I could play a range of decks, and Death Shadow is one of them. So yeah, going to try a few things out. But if you've got any comments of any decks that are feeling really good, probably not going to play Energy, but could be persuaded. But yeah, if you've got anything that you think might be a good shout, please do let me know. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with Shadow. And yeah, hand's great. Gonna keep this one. Right. So classic Death Shadow hand really. So we can go. I don't know if we want to use this Bauble or whether we want to wait to try and flip Tamiyo. I think I'm just going to use it given that we've got another Thoughtseize. I think I'm just going to go Bauble ourselves. See if this. Okay, another Shadow we actually kind of want. So let's go land. Thoughtseize our opponent. Okay, they have a Tamiyo as well. Portable Hole, so it's an Emery kind of combo deck. We don't have removal at the moment, so I'm just going to take Tamiyo. And then this turn we can go fetch. We can either go fetch, shock, shadow, or we can go thoughts. Oh no, we can't do that. Sorry. Or we go. Yeah, we're going to go Thoughtseize shadow. Okay, so let's go Thoughtseize again. Now here we're going to have a choice to make. We can take... Oh, they have double Emery now. Okay, so the trouble is they can cast Emery next turn, and then the turn after start casting Portable Holes and stuff from the graveyard. But that seems better than just Thoughtseizing one of them. But if we draw a kill spell... Trouble is, if we take an Emery, next turn they go Portable Hole and Emery. I think I'm going to take the Portable Hole. Shock in. And then I think I'm just going to play a Shadow. And then next turn we're going to consider probably try and find something to kill an Emery. Yeah, because they're going to play Emery. Really didn't want them to go Portable and then Emery. That would have been, yeah, really bad for us. Okay, there's Emery. Okay, we draw a Street Wraith, which is actually pretty good. So let's go. Oh, we could go Tamiyo. Okay, so that's actually really good because we can flip Tamiyo here. So I'll go Tamiyo. then consider Street Wraith. Flip Tamiyo. And then we're looking for removal, I guess, but we would need a land for that as well. Opponent can play a portable hole next turn. Maybe we're not meant to flip Tamiyo, because they just portable hole it, but they'll probably portable hole it anyway. But if they do that, then they're going to start taking hits from this shadow, so yeah, I think we will flip it here. I could have actually Street Wraith first, because only when you draw your third card. So that resolves. Let's start out with the Street Wraith. We don't have to pay any mana for that. Okay, we can Street Wraith again. Plus this. And then we'll go attacking. I think I'm just going to play another shadow now. Like, we could consider looking for another land. Okay, Bauble for the opponent. We have 12 power. We have the ability to present lethal this turn, because we can go down tick Tamiyo, get Thoughtseize. Yeah, we can go down tick Tamiyo, get Thoughtseize them, lose some life. So yeah, they are taking a shadow. Play Hallowed Fountain. They have 2 cards in hand. Thought to Foundry. Okay, so there's no Sword of the Meek yet. Okay, I probably am just going to cash in return target instant or sorcery. Okay, so we'll consider first. Force of Negation's an interesting one. It does stop. I think I'm going to top that. I think we'll go top that, minus here, get a Thoughtseize. They can sack stuff to this. Okay, they have Tamiyo Emery. I think I'm just going to take another Tamiyo. Yeah, we'll take the Tamiyo. So we have Force in case they play Sword of the Meek or something. I think for 8. Opponent could block. They'd have to sacrifice. Yeah. They might. Okay, they take it, so they're going to go for attacking our Tamiyo, probably. There is another portable hole in the graveyard. I wonder if we're meant to force that. I think I probably will. So now the opponent's staring down 8 power. They do kill Tamiyo, so they're going to have to sacrifice something to the Thought to Foundry, unless they play another Emery. So that might be what they do here. They do hit the 1 ring, so they could... Okay, we find a Tamiyo. So they could sacrifice the Foundry block and then play the ring if they find a land. Okay, they sacrifice a portable hole. Okay. We're just going to play out both our things here. Like, just try and get them dead next turn. Fortunately, they didn't melee Sword of the Meek. So we have 3 lethal blockers. They can sacrifice this to not die. They could... Oh, they did... They've got another portable hole in there. Okay, they go to 2 to play the One Ring. Which, again, keeps them alive. So if they're going to do that, I'm surprised they didn't attack with their... Oh, no, there's no point in attacking with a Thopter because we've got Tamiyo. Oh, is this just it? Because they can now cast the One Ring every turn. Sack it before... Because, yeah, they can sack it before... They can sack it with Foundry to not take any damage and then keep playing it, but that's subject to us not finding removal, I guess, for this Emery. Attack with Tamiyo. I mean, we're going to be cracking it anyway. Yeah, play the Sewers. We'll graveyard the Street Wraith because we really want to find like a fatal push. Opponent does go to 1. Oh, they do gain life from the Thopter Foundry as well, though. But they do need more mana. Okay, Minamo's pretty good. Yeah, Emery casting the ring over and over again. Maybe forcing that portable hole earlier was wrong. Saved it for the ring, because at the moment they're just looping the ring with Emery. Okay, Urza is also pretty good. Four mana. I mean, they have to cast the ring, right? Yeah. So we need to find removal. A counter spell will also be okay. Mockingbird. Not the best draw. We could bring it in as a copy of... No, I think we just attack with Tamiyo, crack the clue. Okay, crack the clue. Well, there's push. So we just do that now while we've got revolt. So opponent can draw a card here and then gain life in their upkeep with Thopter Foundry. They have to sack the One Ring. They might as well draw cards first. I think that's how that works. Okay, so Yeah, they're at 1 life. They have no One Ring left. They do have an Urza that they can do stuff with. We are... No, okay, just another One Ring from hand. Okay, we take 1 from that. We are dead at any point to a Sword of the Meek, because that then goes infinite with Urza, Thopter Foundry, and Sword. Surprised they didn't play that first. Okay, they just hit a Sword of the Meek into the graveyard, so that's just it. Yeah, just concede. Like, they just gain infinite life now. Right, so Surgical Extraction doesn't actually work that well against Sword of the Meek. Stern Scolding seems good. Spell Snare could be okay. Toxic Deluge maybe as well. What don't we want? Nethergoyf is okay. Fatal Push is good. Our main deck's actually fairly well set up to deal with this, I think. Oh, Mockingbird, potentially not great. I think I'm definitely going to trim a couple of those. It's whether we want Surgical. Actually, yeah, I guess we do want Surgical for the ring. Trim another bird. Do you want the extra force as well? Probably not. Tamiyo. Yeah, Tamiyo's fine. I guess Tamiyo's... I'm going to shave a Tamiyo. I'm going to shave Mockingbird as well and bring in the Spell Snare. Deluge. I think Deluge. Want a one-of answer to like a wide Thopter board. Yeah, this hand's great. It's got a lot to like. We can, you know, Nethergoyf's going to be pretty big on turn 1. We can Bauble ourselves, see if there's something good on top. Obviously, we are in need of another land. Right, let's Bauble ourselves. We see a Thoughtseize. Yeah, I'm in for Thoughtseize. But I'm going to play the Goyf first. Turn 1, 3, 4 is pretty big. Okay, there's another land. Do we force a portable hull is the question. Probably here, actually. Okay, there's Tamiyo, that's okay. Oh, push is a good draw. So Fell Mire, yep. Push here. There's no sorcery in the bin, so I will Thoughtseize. Double Thopter Foundry. Could take the... If I take the... Okay, so here we take the Thopter Foundry, and then in the opponent's draw step, we Surgical the Thopter Foundry, I think. Attack for 5 on turn 2. Do we care about surgicaling that? I think so. Like at this point, it's just card advantage. Anything we need to know about? One of Teferi, some Supreme Verdicts, some Celestial Purges, and they drew the One Ring for turn. Okay. That's the Springs. Okay, Stubborn Denial is a fantastic draw. So yeah, this is what we're all about, just attacking with a threat as many turns as we can. Some Denial obviously eats a Portable Hole if they find a land. Talisman of Progress. Stub, probably. Stop them finding white mana. Yeah, happy to just attack 4 times with our 5/6 Nethergoyf. Oh, they do have Otawara, actually. Oh, they had to play it good. Okay, so we can just fetch Shock. And Force of Negation, the One Ring. Okay, so Thopter Foundry is a 2-drop. Did we see any others? We saw Thopter Foundry. Oh, we did see the Talisman. We are on the draw. I think I want that on the draw. Stern Scolding counters Urza. It counters Emery. Yeah, we want that. Maybe Deluge. Oh, could consider Consign, actually. Yeah, I think we want all of the Consigns. Did miss those first time around. But what are we cutting for them? Like, I think we want the Street Wraiths. We want all the threats. I think maybe Tamiyo and a Consider. Like, Tamiyo is good against the Thopters, but yeah, I think we'll just go with that. No lands here, sadly. Yeah, this is better, but it's not amazing. What are we bottoming? So we want those two. I think it's just the Consider. Just need to find a threat. Okay, so let's go Bauble. Bauble ourselves. Spell Snare. I don't think we necessarily want that right away. I think I'd rather Thoughtseize this turn, and then after that it might become less good. Okay, opponent has Spell Snare as well. They only have 1 land. They do have an Emery, I think, here. So they go land and then Talisman. I don't think I'm taking the Talisman. Spell Snare is not that great against us. We don't have a kill spell at this point. If they go Talisman into Emery, Talisman is also mana towards Urza. I think I'm just going to take either Urza or the Ring. We can counter the Ring. Or is it just Emery? I think I'm going to take Emery, actually. I'm going to take Urza. Like, it's just such a good card. Like, if they do have to get to 4 mana, I guess. If you draw a Fatal Push. But that's good, because they do have Emery in hand. They play the Archive, so no Talisman this turn. Okay, we draw a Death Shadow. So let's cycle. Okay, Polluted Delta. So Delta's good to keep hold of, probably, just because we want to be able to counter, to activate Revolt. So I think here we're just going to go play this one. Yeah. Play Death Shadow. Pass the turn. Now Urza's gone. They have Spell Snare, but that doesn't do anything against our hand currently. We could. They didn't actually have another land. Okay, there's another land. So I don't think we're going to Put an Emry in the bin. I don't think we're countering that one. No, we want to counter the ring. Portable hole. That was a good draw. So we know the 3 cards in their hand. I think we just counter that, like counter the trigger. So we can sign there, but then next turn they go the ring. We have to sink it. I think I'm just going to consign. Okay, find a Bauble. So we need to, let's look at what the opponent's drawing. They're drawing a Bauble as well. So if they play the ring, how bad is that for us? I think it's enough that we want to play the Delta. Because they could go land Emry ring, which is really... I think I'm going to fetch shock here. Just get as much damage as possible, because then we can sink into Stupor or ring potentially. Did you get to draw from the ring? No, sorry, from our Bauble. Okay, we draw a Bloodstained Mire, which is fine. Like extra damage is good as well. Okay, so actually that informs us that they can't play both here. They can't go Emry into ring. If they go for the ring, I'm going to sink into Stupor. Okay, that's good for us. There's a Sword of the Meek. Okay, pass the turn. Another shadow. So we'll go land. 7 is enough. We don't need to... Oh, okay, so yeah. Do need to shock because I can't go and get our basic. Let's go push here. Attack for 9, put them to 4. I'm not playing the other shadow because we need to hold up sink into Stupor for the ring. So Thopter Foundry is also a potential out for them because they did manage to mill a Sword of the Meek with Emry. Oh, Portable Hole. Fine, because sink into Stupor can deal with that when it's on the battlefield. Okay, they don't find another land though, so now we just go... I mean, we're going for it, I think. Okay, so we have our shadow back. Looks like that's the win. Okay, so yep, managed to take down against blue-white Urza. Opponent did get a little bit stuck on lands there. I think I made a big misplay in game 1, forcing that portable hole instead of the ring. But yeah, happy to win the first one. See you for round 2. Right, we open up a good one here, so we're going to keep this. Can go Tamiyo and Bauble. Depends what we draw. Okay, Nethergoyf makes me more interested. We're against a Verdant Catacombs deck. Could be something like Yawgmoth. So you could go play Tamiyo, play Bauble. Bauble in the opponent's turn. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do here. So let's go Watery Grave. Yep. Tamiyo. Play Bauble. And then this guarantees... I mean, if the opponent does anything, then we can't, you know... Okay, they play a Sewers, so this is probably Persist. Okay, that's a bit scary. Psychic Frog is... Okay. Oh, I didn't crack the Bauble. Oh, no. Okay. That's not great. Just completely forgot. So do we play our own Psychic Frog? Oh, I maybe shouldn't have attacked with this either. Okay, they give it flying. Block. Are they going to discard 2 cards together? Well, there's an Archon. Okay, they do that. So now we go Bauble ourselves. We see a Nethergoyf. Don't we want another one of those? Going to get a Watery Grave. Play the Nethergoyf. We draw Force. That's nice against the Persist deck. Okay, so here we'll just use the stub. Because it grows the Nethergoyf. This pause makes me think there's a land in the opponent's hand that they didn't play. Key point here, a lot of people say it, but here it might, if the opponent has a land, it might feel a little bit embarrassing to have not played around Stubborn Denial. It's not the most common card. You get it with Spell Pierce as well. You might be tempted to not play it so that you don't, you know, look silly or whatever. It's right to just always just play out the land. Like, don't compound mistakes. I mean, I'm certainly guilty of it sometimes. Okay, they are hitting us for 4 in the air. Maybe they just don't have a land. They could have drawn it from Psychic Frog, but we'll never know. Okay, another Delta. So let's go... There is still an Archon in the graveyard. I kind of... So we could go Frog, but then we can't Force. I think I'm just going to play a Shadow. Yeah, let's just attack. And playing Shadow makes it a little bit awkward for the opponent. Just because if they attack us for 4, we can all of a sudden attack for quite a lot of damage back. Thoughtseize, sure. Take the Frog. They could go for a Persist here. We can block with the Shadow. Yeah, they haven't given it flying. So we block, Fetch Shock. This becomes a 5. Is that okay? Or do we just take it? We take it. They could make it 6. We block. They'd have to discard both their cards. I'm blocking. I don't want them drawing another card. Actually, they only have to discard one, I guess. They discard a Fatal Push. I think that was okay. Oh, and now they have the Persist as well. That is brutal. I don't think we can win now. Oh, there was the Street Wraith. Well, we'll cycle. Frog. Yeah, okay. Wasn't too much we could have done there, I don't think. Let's bring in the Surgicals. Spell Snare seems good. Maybe Force. We want the Stubs. We want the Thoughtseizes. Push is good against Frog. Mockingbird, copying Frog is fine. Force is probably bad into some... Well, Force is kind of bad into, like, if they're running Spell Pierce, I guess. Got 4 cuts to make. Maybe Bird. We'll trim 2 birds. Is Tamiyo what we want to be doing? Probably not against the Fatal Push deck. Let's just try that. Okay, land. This is okay, yeah. We got a threat on turn 1. See. I guess we cycle Street Wraith first. In case we hit a... fetch land or something. Okay, so let's play the land, play the Bauble. We'll do that in their turn because they are running Thoughtseize. See what they draw for turn. They are drawing Thoughtseize, okay. So we're probably not using the Force here. Going to be a Thoughtseize, I would imagine. Okay, they do have push. Maybe I should have forced that, but I don't think so. Okay, we draw a shadow. There's no way we can find a land to play shadow, so let's go land pass. Okay, opponent preordains. Could be that they're looking for lands. Delta, no Thoughtseize, so they might just want to protect it for a couple of turns. We'll graveyard the Bauble. Okay, find a Scalding Tarn. There's a Frog. We could escape Nethergoyf. Once we put a land in there. We could play the Frog is bad into Fatal Push. I think I'm actually going to escape the Goyf so we can force potentially. No, let's play the Frog. It's got higher upside. Opponent used a Fatal Push. Okay. They put a Spell Bomb into the bin. I think they're probably looking for more land. Okay, Thoughtseize. Could discard our entire hand in response, but probably not what we want to do. Okay, they take a shadow. Well, they do have a push. Another Thoughtseize. Okay, we draw another push. The opponent needs a lot to go right next turn to reanimate something. They need like Psychic Frog and the Tainted Indulgence. I think I'm just going to escape the Nethergoyf. So get rid of instant, creature, artifact, land. They also didn't get rid of the force, so okay, that's pretty good. Exile up to one target card from a graveyard. Okay, so that's pretty good for us. Whenever one of our counters put onto the battlefield. Okay. Thoughtseize obviously not great here. Attack. And then we'll just go push here. Push here. Okay, now we have force up, which is really good. Question is, oh, I should have Thoughtseize there. I'm gonna play the Thoughtseize now. Then take a Thoughtseize, play the Goyf, and then just make sure we have lethal next turn. Yeah, obviously I should have Thoughtseized first. Okay, so they're on Emperor of Bones type stuff. Anything you want to change? Maybe Stern Scolding is good, especially on the draw. We didn't see anything that deals with like Spell Pierce or anything. We definitely want all of our Fatal Pushes. Thoughtseize was a weird one. Like, it did get a bit top deck. I think I can... Let's trim a couple of Thoughtseize. Well, we did get a little bit top decky at the end there. Okay, this hand is obviously pretty poor. We'll be mulliganing this one. 5 lands is not where we want to be. This is a lot better. We'll put... having Thoughtseize in our opener is good. We don't have a way to deal with Frog, so we need to Thoughtseize on one, really. Is it just Street Wraith? We could bottom the Extraction. We could bottom Tamiyo. I think I'm going to 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. I'm going to bottom the Goyf. I think if we draw something that makes us, you know, flip Tamiyo on turn 1. Okay, opponent does have Thoughtseize. Also makes it a tad harder, I guess, because they might want to take Tamiyo, because if we draw another Street Wraith, we flip it on turn 1. Okay, they do take Tamiyo. Okay, Mockingbird is an interesting one. So we'll go Watery Grave and Thoughtseize right back. Okay, so they have the Persist. We could just take a land here. Now, we're not too worried about these with the Surgical. It's obviously a huge threat. It's either the Preordain or just the land. I'm just going to take the land. It's also like a reasonable spell against us. Okay, there's a land. Preordain. They put one on the top, one on the bottom. We could do finding a land as well. Okay, we don't manage to find it. But we do find Spell Snare, which is good into Persist. Okay, we find a Sewers. One on top. Okay, another Street Wraith, so we will cycle. That's a land, so we'll go shock this in. Now, what are we playing? I think I'm playing Shadow over Frog. Because we have the Surgical. Shadow is better if they have exactly like Thoughtseize. No, because they haven't got anything in the graveyard. I think I'm going to play Shadow. I think I want to be able to hold up Spell Snare in case they've put a Psychic Frog on the top. Yep. Now we can play our own Frog. Okay, Delta's a really good draw as well. Yeah, I'm happy to go down to 5 here, I think. So we know a lot of the opponent's cards. We have Surgical. Let's attack. Attack for 7. And then are we playing Frog or are we playing Bird? They're both lethal. Either one is good. We could play... Actually, we can just play both. Okay. Oh, we've dumped a lot of power onto the field. So the opponent's running Ulamog the Defiler, but that can't be persisted. So they must be running Goryo's Vengeance as well. Oh no, they've got Emperor of Bones. Sorry, yeah. Okay, there's a Frog. Okay. Well, Scalding Tarn's pretty good because we can now go, I guess, give this flying. Yeah. Like we could have Surgicaled anyway to make these big enough. So we go give this flying attack, but yeah. Yeah, so decent win there over Blue-Black Reanimator. Yeah, we'll move on to round number 3. Right, easy mulligan here, no lands. This, I mean, we'll keep it. We're not going to go to 5. We'll keep, put back one of the lands. Okay, so it is Eldrazi. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, they do have a Labyrinth. Probably... Yeah, I'm not forcing that one. If we draw another blue card, I'll probably play Tamiyo. Well, ooh, Street Wraith. No, I think I need to hold Tamiyo to force the One Ring. Maybe I was meant to Street Wraith there. So you have 2, 3, 4 mana on turn 2. That's pretty impressive. You only have 3 cards in hand. Like exiling our 1 land is brutal here if they have the... yeah, I'm forcing. Let's cycle the Street Wraith. Yeah, I think we will force that. Oh, we need pressure. Okay, Fatal Push, not the best here. I think we'll see what we're drawing. We're drawing a Shadow, which I think is probably an okay draw. Obviously we're bad into the ring here. Yeah, there's the ring. So we could go to 14 to Surveil, which I think we will. Because we can still cast our Shadow. Yeah, sub's fine. We like that one. Yep, so we'll just fetch Shock, play a Shadow. Just get as much damage on the field as we can. It goes to 15. Wildbreaker, sure. Surprised I didn't draw first. Maybe they were worried about Bowmaster. Oh, another Fatal Push is not good for us. We could attack. But yeah, don't think we want to. When it goes to 12, if they attack us, this then becomes 7. Like, yeah, if they attack, we take it. Oh, Devour is bad though. Do they have Tron? 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, they can exile our Shadow. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, we have some sideboard game against this, so break the ice, force probably all the consigns. We don't want any of the fatal pushes. Tamiyo isn't the best at its best here. Thoughtseize, Goyf. I think Tamiyo, yeah, we just want to get the damage in. Yeah, let's just try that, I suppose. Spell Snare only hits the ramp artifact. Yeah, this hand's fine. Okay, opponent has a Gemstone Caverns as well. So nice to have Consider here, because because we can potentially stub. Okay, pass the turn. The question is, do we stub and denial a... We could consign that, but don't think so. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, this is turn 1. Chalice on 1. Well, we're going to stub and denial that one. So this is Chalice on 1 on turn 1. And they've played the ramp artifact as well. Yeah, so we just stub here. So pretty good opening turn for the opponent. They do only have 2 cards in hand now. That's so tempting to play this frog. I think I am going to play it. Just hope the opponent kind of played out. You know, they kept it a very, very good hand. Just hope that they don't have any follow-up. Or they need another setup turn. Well, that's Karn. Okay, so we can kill that with the frog, and it still draws a card because it does trigger when you do to planeswalkers. Trinisphere. Okay, so yeah, turn 1, Chalice on 1, turn 2, Karn. That's pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna... We have to start discarding, so we have to discard 2 cards. So one is Mockingbird. 2 is probably Consider. Attack Karn. See what we draw. We draw another Consign, which is actually fine. So let's play this. Yeah. I'm going to play a Shadow on just for 1. So, you know, one of the cards in the opponent's hand is Trinisphere. We have 2 Consign to Memories in hand. We will consign a Trinisphere. I'm just going to replicate on both. So this one is targeting that. So, okay. Opponent concedes. So they had a blistering start, but then just nothing left in the tank after we kind of got a decent stub off. So I think we'll just resubmit. Yeah, this hand's great. At turn 1, Thoughtseize. Like, obviously, if they get the turn 1 Chalice off, then fine. We'll just take our lumps there. Okay, Bauble. Let's Bauble ourselves. Or do we Bauble the opponent? Do we really care about what we're drawing? I don't think so at this point. I'd rather get the information. They're drawing Urza's Tower. So I will cycle. Actually, yeah, we couldn't have used... Yeah, we could have used information because we have the Street Wraith. Okay, yeah, we'll Thoughtseize. So, oh, they're drawing the Tower. And they have... So... Turn 3, what do we not want them to play, essentially? They can play whatever they want. I think we take the Devout... Right, so we can Thoughtseize one of these cards. We can... So we have to Thoughtseize these 2, I think. No, we have to Thoughtseize the Devourer because we can't stub it. We can stub this. Like if they just cast this and exile our one threat, it's obviously just so bad. I think I'm just going to take the Devourer. And that was kind of, yeah, seeing what they had on top. I mean, it's very demoralizing. Without that on top, I think we're in pretty good shape. Okay, find a Nethergoyf. Because, yeah, we just go Thoughtseize again. Oh, Break the Ice is a fantastic draw. Okay. So we know they have Mine and Tower in their hand. So we'll just go cast this on Urza's Power Plant. Yeah, that was obviously a fantastic draw. Okay, there's the Tower. Play the Talisman. So now we need to Thoughtseize. Okay, another land's actually really, really nice. Because we go land, Thoughtseize. So they have Karn, Kozilek's Command. So they have two things, although they can't cast all his dust. So let's take Kozilek's Command. We'll just play a Shadow. Okay, so they have 3 cards in hand. If they just go for Karn, we stub. Go to 5. So that's the Karn gone. Okay, Psychic Frog. Interesting. I think we consider, because if we hit a counter spell, we hit a Mockingbird. I think we play that, because this would be 8, 16. Doesn't actually matter what we play here. I guess all his dust is rough. So, yeah, Tron land. If they go land, Karn, Ensnaring Bridge, Psychic Frog could still attack. But I think we'll just go Mockingbird. Copy Shadow, pass. I'm not going to... maybe I'm meant to play the Nethergoyf. I'm meant to play the Nethergoyf there instead of holding, because bluffing stub doesn't do anything here, because they just if they draw a land, they just go for it. Like they have to, otherwise they just die. So I should just play the Goyf, because if they have like a removal spell on the Shadow, yeah, I should have just played the Nethergoyf. That was a poor play. Fortunately, the opponent does miss, but yeah, I should have just jammed there. Okay, well, we're 3-0. Let's continue. Hopefully, keep it going. All 2 1s. But yeah, let's keep it going. Right, yep, we'll be on the play here. And yeah, good hand. Can yeah, get a lot of information here. So we'll bauble ourselves. Street Wraith. Don't think we want another. Well, we'll see what the opponent's on. Blossoming Defense. Okay, so it is what's it called? Prowess. So we want the Goyf to be big enough to survive. So what we can do here is we'll go Watery Grave, then we'll just cast the Nethergoyf. So it's currently a 2/3. So if the opponent goes to Bolt or Galvanic Discharge, we can cycle Street Wraith to make it bigger. Okay, Dragon's Rage Channeler. Stubborn Denial is obviously a very good draw. Okay, so let's go. Let's cycle the Wraith. Play a Bauble. We know they've got Blossoming Defense. I think I'm just going to Bauble myself. Psychic Frog. I think we're in for Psychic Frog. I am taking a lot of damage here is the problem. Like a Slick Shot Show Off is pretty bad. Probably should have got rid of the frog as well. Okay, so Scar Mage. Let's consider. Graveyard that one. Okay, Force is okay. Thoughtseize. We do have. We don't have that actually. Do we have basic swamp or is it basic island we run? Oh, neither. Okay, so we need to. Oh, well, I know it's basic island, but I can't fetch that from Bloodstained Mire. So I could go to 10, but then I'm quite worried about this stuff. I think I just get an Undercity Sewers, put a Goyf into the graveyard, Thoughtseize the opponent, because then we've got Force as well holding up. Okay, so they have a lot of stuff. We'll take the Swift Spear. And then, yeah, I'm just going to attack with both. So they have scale up, but we have counter spells for those. So yeah. Okay. So they need double green as well. So we'll let them surveil one. Sorcery. Okay, so we can stub that. Because there's now only sorcery. Force of Negation exiles, so yeah, they could, if they play an instant, it would make Dragon's Rage Channeler bigger potentially. Okay, are they going to 1? Yeah, they do go to 1. Right, we'll see. Well, yeah, let them prowess. See if they surveil. There isn't an instant in at the moment. Right, so this would make it 3-6. No, this would make it 5-8. So they'd need Bolt or something. Do I force this? If I force this, then they bolt us. We go to 7. Oh, that's exactly enough. So they need another spell at the moment. So this would then be 5-8. And then if they have one more trigger, I think this is okay. Yeah, okay. So it didn't matter. It looks like the opponent didn't have anything. But if one of their last cards is the one that you can, what's it called, where you can sacrifice a mountain to replay it from your graveyard. Lava Dart, we just lose, but by holding up Force, we don't. Like, we might die to something like Mutagenic Growth Bolt or something, but I think that gave us the highest chance. Okay, so probably Deluge. It's a little bit painful, but Thoughtseize also. Tamiyo blocks quite well, but do we want Tamiyo just to block? Like, Street Wraith isn't great. We can cut that. Cut that. I think bring in a Force and some Deluges. Spell Snare isn't great. We could consider Stern. Yeah, Stern Scolding's good. What do we want to cut? Let's cut. What do we think about Thoughtseize? We trim a couple of Thoughtseize for a couple of Stern Scoldings. Okay, so Death Shadow is good, so we'll keep this. Okay, Soul Scar Mage. Okay, another Force. Let's go Bauble. Bauble ourselves. Watery Grave, we don't want that one. I think I'm just going to go and get a Surveil land. Yeah, we'll have Tamiyo. And then we can just pass the turn. Because then if we draw... Okay, so here we can go look at the top of theirs, see what they're drawing. They're drawing a Wooded Foothills. So, yeah, because if we draw a Street Wraith or a Consider next turn, we can potentially flip Tamiyo. Okay, there's Swift Spear. Tormod's Crypt. Yeah, we don't really care about that. Okay. Mutagenic. So, yeah, it's quite a lot of damage. Right, so we get to draw from Bauble and draw for turn. Okay, so no luck with that, but what we do is we just play out two things. Go Shadow, Tamiyo. Then we have Force up. And obviously we have decent blockers as well. Well, Tamiyo's not that good a blocker, but... Yeah, Tormod's Crypt isn't that good against us. It stops, like, Nethergoyf, but... Okay, they brought in another one. I don't think we have anything else graveyard related. Like, I suppose they did get beaten down by 2/5/6 Nethergoyfs in game one. If the opponent attacks, we're probably just blocking with both. Soulscar Mage has got the ability to make shadows smaller. Underworld Breach. Okay, I'm going to force that one. Yeah, so we'll exile this. Underworld Breach is quite scary. I feel like they've got Blossoming Defense in hand. Okay, push is good. how do we want to play this? I think just go attack with Tamiyo, make a clue. Play the land and pass. Okay, another land for the opponent. Okay, yeah, let's draw a card. Stub's good. Yeah, okay, so let's go attack with... I should have probably played... Yeah, shocked in. Let's just... They can Torn much correct, but Nethergoyf can just block. Yeah, let's attack with Shadow. We don't need to do that. Play Goyf. Pass the turn. Two cards in hand for the opponent. I get the feeling one of them is the green protection spell. Okay, opponent concedes. I wonder if they just found lands. Yeah, our threats just end up outsizing them, especially when they have very few cards in hand. Okay, well, we're 4-0. Let's play for the trophy. Right, on the play as well, which is obviously very good. This is a mulligan. I haven't played against energy at all today, which is key. Yeah, we're going to keep this one. I'm going to bottom one of these frogs. What do we just bottom the Bauble? So turn 1 we go Fetch Shock Thoughtseize, turn 2 we go Frog. I think Frog is probably better. Yeah, I think Frog is probably better than a random draw. Maybe should have used it to inform our Thoughtseize. Okay, so this is Mardu. So none of this is great. Chthonian Nightmare jokes aside, is a nightmare. Like we really struggle to deal with that card. Ajani is also bad. I think it's Nightmare because if we take a creature, they can just Nightmare it back. So I'm just going to take the Nightmare. Next turn, we're going to play a Frog. Let's see what we draw. If we draw a Thoughtseize, I'll probably Thoughtseize and Shadow. Yeah, let's cycle that, I think. I think I'm just going to play the Frog now. Like, it's pretty good into their removal, potentially, as well. Maybe I've been a bit too gung-ho with the life total. Okay, Marsh Flats. So they're probably going to play a Ajani here. They could play the Apprentice. Yeah, because that can... Oh, no, it can't block, actually. Like the servo doesn't have flying. So I'm going to give the frog flying here. Don't think I'm discarding... I don't know, I'd have to find something quite specific to discard here. Just want to draw... probably will discard that. So let's go exile 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to discard the Street Wraith because we want cards to discard anyway. Okay, we draw a Tamiyo. So I could, I can flip that now, which is really good. Or is it? How good is that? If I go Tamiyo, consider, they then go Flage, attack Tamiyo. It's not that great. Oh no, because they couldn't attack it. Okay. I think I'm fine flipping this here. Put that on top. Plus, to be shocking for a shadow. So we go to 7. We go to 7, play a shadow. We'd go to 4. Whenever, yeah, but that's whenever another creature or artifact you control. No, I'm not going to play the shadow here. I don't really want to go down on life. And like shadow is going to find it hard to get through anyway. Like I'd probably actually discard a shadow. Psychic Frogs can get involved a bit easier. But yeah, Tamiyo tends to be good. A lot of their creatures have 1 power. Okay, there's another apprentice. And an Arid Mesa. That's okay. So we draw a Mockingbird. So we could bring it in as a copy of one of these. Whenever another creature artifact you control is put to a graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. I think I want to bring it in as a copy of that. Although then they just flage it. We could go Shadow, or we could go Shadow, Flying Shadow. This is definitely plussing. I think we'll discard the other frog. Now that we've drawn that, so let's go exile 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We'll keep consider in there. I'm doubtful to Thoughtseize. Attack with this. Okay, we draw another Tamiyo. Do I just empty my hand? No, I think we go Shadow. Play Mockingbird for 2, just in case. Yeah, we'll play Mockingbird for 2. So play Mockingbird for 2 here in case they go fetch, shock, bolt our shadow. I guess I can potentially kill this with Flage. Which is a bit rough, but yeah, maybe I should. Probably should have waited on that. Maybe I should have got Thoughtseize back. Don't know, because they now go Flage, go up to 14. Oh no, because they'd have to stack the triggers correctly. Assuming they will do that. Okay, Ocelot Pride is very good. Yeah. Okay, so how are they going to stop? Yeah, they will. So they need to shoot the shadow. I think this is wrong because this now triggers. We lose life. That's what I mean. Like, we lose life and the shadow stays alive. Like, that might even be enough. Like, this is now 5. If we find something to lower our life total. Yeah, like, all that from... I wondered if that would happen. The opponent just missed out on that little interaction. You know, we lost some life and then we can now attack. It's not, you know, we haven't actually got lethal here. We're attacking for 5, 8, 9, 10 if we discard. Like, we had a couple of draws a way to lower our life total. We can flash back, like, get something back from Tamiyo to consider. But, yeah, we get a little bit lucky there. Actually, a lot lucky. So we want Toxic Deluge. We don't want Force of Negation. Surgical's an interesting one, but I don't think we want it. We want Stern Scolding. Spell Snare. Yeah, we want that on, especially on the draw. Stub's an interesting one. I don't think we necessarily want Street Wraith. Although flipping, actually we do want Street Wraith because flipping Tamiyo in this matchup is just huge. Mockingbird copying their stuff is actually pretty good. What do we think about Thoughtseize? I think Stub can go. Trimmer consider. Trim 1 Thoughtseize. Yeah. Yeah, we want Mockingbird because it gives our stuff flying and we can copy their... I mean, all of their stuff is stuff that we're fairly happy to copy. This sounds great. Yep, we'll keep this. Like, it's got mass removal. We can potentially frog on 2. Opponent's mulliganing to 5. Right, opponent keeps 5, just plays a land and passes. So with that Thoughtseize draw, I'm just going to Thoughtseize. We've got the island in case of Blood Moon. Thoughtseize you. This is also good into the enchantments. So they have Amped Raptor. The hand's quite good. Amped Raptor is good. I think I'm just taking Obnix. It's so hard to beat that card. The next turn we go probably Psychic Frog. It depends what they hit with Amped Raptor. They put one on top. So they're going to go, yeah, Ether Hub, gain an energy, Amped Raptor, gain 2 more. Maybe we should have taken Amped Raptor. Okay, Ocelot Pride is pretty good. But we can play the Frog. Actually, they can go Flage. If they go Flage, how bad is that? This has first strike. Let's go land. So if we go Frog and they Flage, we can discard some stuff. Or we could just go Nethergoyf. If they try and kill our Nethergoyf with Flage, we can cycle. I'm going to cycle now. Because if we hit... Okay, we hit another Thoughtseize. So now I think we just go Thoughtseize you. Another Amped Raptor. Take Flage. Play Tamiyo. Pass. Then we can go block and then try and Toxic Deluge everything. Okay, so that's actually quite good for us. Because now we only take one. Block here. Our Tamiyo survives. Okay, Delta. You have to shock. Quite painful here, but we'll do this. Pay 2 life. Wrath their board. We're at 5. They've got 2 cards in hand. Only 2 lands. Hopefully, like another Raptor. Guide of Souls is good. Okay. Yeah, we'll attack here. Play the land. They don't currently have enough energy to give something flying. So we're just going to play out all our stuff. Yeah, that's the 3rd Amped Raptor. Probably their best draw. Because now they get more energy and are able to... Okay, Apprentice is... Oh, that's very, very strong. So now we have to sacrifice our Psychic Frog to not just die. Because they're going to attack with Guide of Souls. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Okay, so we'll get the sewers. Graveyard that. Exile some cards. Land. Land. Actually, we could just go to 1. But then we can never kill any of their stuff. Actually, I kind of want to do that. Draw a card here, draw a card here. I think we're just going to 1. Obviously, I shouldn't have done that with Psychic Frog, but... Oh, I don't know, mate. Okay, push is obviously an amazing draw. So let's go... Give this flying, draw a card. This would deal no damage, this would deal no damage. We can push this and block. Let's attack with those 2. Exile 3. So go 1, 2, 3. Okay, we draw a shadow. So we've drawn 2. Let's draw with this. Another shadow. That's +1. Play a shadow. Fatal push. Oh! Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just forgot about that one. In that case, I think I actually just took us through a load of garbage time. Whenever another artifact or creature you control, yeah, that had flying. Could we have done something else? We would have had to not attack with Psychic Frog to block again. Yeah, I don't think we could have done anything else there. Okay. So, this one, I think we just go for it. Right, so that's 5 damage, 6, 7 damage. So I think we're going to keep this. We have 2 Death Shadows. And Death Shadow, you know, against an aggressive deck. Well, we find another Street Wraith. What do we play here? If we go Sewers and then fetch Shock next turn. That's still not enough. I think that's fine though. I think I'd rather do that. Well, maybe we were meant to play this and we could have gone shock this into 14, go to 11, play 2 2/2s. Draw another land. Oh, you see now this is a bit of an awkward one. Let's go Delta pass. Maybe I was meant to race down there. I go Ajani. Okay, Goblin Bombardment. I mean, it's not... It's fine, but without the... Okay, so that's good. So let's go... I'm just going to play Triple Shadow here. If we get got by an Engineered Explosives, then fine. Okay, well, we make 3 shadows, so... And we have the Street Wraith as well. So we can boost them to 5th. Yeah, I mean, we have the win next turn. Hopefully the opponent just plays a Flage. That they could go play Flage, try and kill 1. We have the Street Wraith as a combat trick. We have 7 more points. Sorry, 4 more points in hand. Which should put us to 4. Okay, we'll see what they do. We just want them to go for Flage, really. Or... Creatures are okay. I think we... So Toxic Deluge is neutral for shadows. Okay, opponent... Okay, well, we're going to cycle here. Okay, Orcish Bowmasters. I think that should be okay. Okay, so they kill 1 shadow. Okay, so here... So we're going to deluge everything away. Deluge pay 2, go to 6. Or we could attack. We can make them 7. I think we go for it now, because then they can't use that to kill us. So we'd go to 6, we attack. I think I'm deluging. Pay 2. I don't think they can afford to shoot us for 2 here. If they shoot us for 2... Because these are going to stay... These are 5/5s. They shoot us for 2. They become 7/7s, and I can shock in. Oh, could I have no? Because consider they can just shoot their own stuff. Okay. So the question is, do I shock in? So I'd need to lower my life total by 3 points. We're dealing 10. If I... Okay, let's cast Bauble. Let's see what we're drawing. Because if it's Street Wraith or... sink into Stupor. Okay, so I don't think we can win this turn. I think we just... Because if we play this, these become 7s and we put our opponent to 2. But we're also at 4. So I think we just attack. Play a land. Pass the turn. Hopefully they don't have another Bowmasters. They don't. So they could have Flage, which deals 4 damage. They gain 4 life. Oh, this is close. Raptor's pretty good. Raptor into Johnny is also very good. Can they just kill us with that? That's 4. Oh, I think that's just it, right? We go to... Because this flips. They deal us enough damage. Create a thing. We take 3. Oh, that's so gross. Yeah, Amp Raptor into that. Oh, just... Oh, it would be on the trophy match as well. That was grim. Exactly Amp Raptor into that, I think, is one of the only ways they win. I guess if they just played a Ajani, it was probably enough. Had the Ocelot Pride as well. I don't know. I think we got a tad unfortunate there. Like if we'd have, you know, we had chances to win that game. Maybe I could have taken slightly less damage. Don't know. I think we were probably favoured at that point in the game, but there we go. It happens. The deck still performed really, really well. I think might need a few more cards in the sideboard, maybe against energy. Like, I don't know. 3 Toxic Deluge is very good, but yeah, if we'd had Stern Scolding there, it would have been very good. But yeah, I don't know. We could splashing a colour would be not free, but would be pretty good. Like maybe we could splash red for a Pyroclasm or 2. Don't know. I'll give it some thought, but do let me know what you thought. Happy with the 4-1, obviously, but just a shame not to get the win against energy at the end there. But yeah, the deck itself feels really good. Like you're quite proactive, which I really like. You got a second game plan in Tamiyo, which is really nice. So yeah, do let me know in the comments what you thought. Please, again, do consider subscribing if the content is something you liked. But for now, see you again soon for some more post-ban leagues. Cheers.